Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are having a look at Frostpunk. It's a sort of cyberpunk 18th century sort of game. You've got to live around this core thing, so it's become like eternal winter in this world, and these cores it's a nice little furnace that keeps you warm, and you've got to adapt and you've got to learn and progress from there, so building houses, building hospitals, and etc, etc, etc. So I've played like I think it was like 3 days worth, just to make sure I knew what I was doing, so I didn't just like make a absolutely atrocious game start off with. And I believe we can hear an ice cream van. We can. If you guys are hearing that, yep, that's an ice cream van. So yeah, A New Hope. So we're here to preserve the civilization from chaos of its own downfall. We have fled to the end of the world, and we have to adapt to survive. Who will we become in the progress? So yeah, you can do different ways of doing things in this game. You can go down chaos, you can go down order.
We roam the still, cold world.
Let's have a look at this, shall we?
Horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress.
A little bit.
Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity.
It's London. So I think these are the
We bid
furnaces.
farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north.
Like crazy land trains, aren't they? That thing's huge.
We
Look, there's a ship
roamed
there.
for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey. We paid the price 100 times.
People are just frozen to death.
Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
So we just had those furnaces out in the middle of nowhere? Why? Okay, so a new home. We've fled London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. Handfullers managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst, as the world as we known has crumbled. So we have to survive, guys. Go on, we can do this. I do love the graphics and the way that, like, when people walk through the snow, they make paths, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. So we need to get the generator working to provide heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal to start the generator. So, right, we need to... Where is coal? Coal? Yeah, okay, so we need... Let's get people working on that. We're going to need some wood to build things. And we're going to need some steel at some point as well. Okay, right, so we need to build things. The first thing is we have homeless people. So I believe each one of these can hold 10. So that is going to be 50 once they're built. We don't need camera controls, but it's going to tell us anyway. It will literally tell us everything all the time, and it won't go away. Alright, so I believe we can... Yeah, we can. We can get this a bit quicker. So it's a generator. We currently have no coal, I believe. Oh no, we're stockpiling. We've almost got 200 because we're going to need some to start it up. And then you constantly need to keep coal on the go because then it will just drop. Alright, so we're getting people in. That's fine. So up here we've got what we've got stored. So we've got coal going up. We've got wood. We've got steel. Steam cores. Very limited resource from what I've read. Raw food, and then food rations. So we're going to need to pay attention to all of that. Right, so we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So that should be everyone now accommodated. And we need to wait for a little bit more, then we can start this generator up. I believe it's going to tell you. So like, yeah, you can see like the people are walking through, so it's made these paths. If they don't use these paths again, then the snow will slowly fill it back up again, which I think is like a really cool little thing. I'll activate. Let's do this, shall we? So we go then. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. The generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of your coal reserves. Now food. There is no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Okay, so we need to watch out for temperature. We can check our temp by clicking this button. So livable. So we're currently all uncomfortable, which prevents you getting ill. But it will change the further you get out, because as you can see that is only a 1 ring radius. So if we build out further than that, then people are going to possibly get ill and stuff like that. So we need to build ourselves a hunter's lodge. Hunter's hut. And I'm going to build that on a 2nd tier. Because I like to keep things like slightly even. We're out of wood. Okay. We've got 20 people. Oh right, we've got children, that's why we've got no workers. Have we got... oh no, we still got quite a few more people. So we can put 5 people in that. We can take them off there, put workers in there, and put them there. There we go. Right, so we have people go... I think they go out at night. Yeah, they go out at night to go get food for us. I don't know how much they bring in though. 17 a day. Okay. So they usually take 12 hours, and they normally bring us back 17 raw wood. So yeah, they're quite warm out here, so that's okay. So there's no point taking up a useful resource by being down here. So now we're going to cook a cookhouse, but we've only got 17 wood. Okay, resources, gathering posts, and workshops. We don't need those yet. And we need 25 wood. So let's speed up the time. So you've got to constantly keep on that. So we've got coal for about another day. There is a way of checking your economy. There we go. So yeah, we're in the green at the moment. So we are currently in positive. So we're currently in a gain of that. Food rations are going to go down. Medical care is okay. Everyone seems to be comfortable. And we've got positives in those each day. So yeah, we just got to keep on top of that, otherwise, because the more like you can upgrade these. That's the Book of Laws. We currently... do we need a law? We can do a law. So these are different laws. So further on in other chapters, I've seen that you can... you've got to hold on. I've got to hold on. People are depending on me. Another way, you can just stop that. Book of Laws. So in multiple... later on, you can get different ones. So this is adaptation. And then you can get like Law and Order and stuff like that. So adaptation. So we can have child labour, child shelters. So as long as they put them into a safe job. Emergency shifts, fighting arenas, soup or food additives, radical treatment or sustain life, and cemeteries and corpse disposal. So you normally do these when you need to, when they come up. But at the beginning, I want some child labour. So everything has an outcome. Like nothing's perfect. So children can now work in safe workplaces, but hope will fall slightly, and child workers can be injured in accidents. Or you can just send them to child shelters, which then you have to build a child centre. Hope will rise, providing all children with a place. A child, so it gives them a permanent hope bonus, which is good. And then you will have to build a child shelter. So I think I prefer the child labor ones because you can make them be, as you can see here, medical apprentices or engineering apprentices, which do help out a lot. And then you add a lot more people into work. So gonna sign it. People are not gonna be happy, so people have found that a controversial law. So yeah, it's a bit unsatisfying sometimes, but that also means I get another 15 workers. So I can look at, I don't really want to send like the children too far out, so I'll normally send them to places that are decent. So we go day and night cycle. Hunters, it's just going to tell me stuff like that, but you need to place them on roads. So as you can see, this has got a path here. Where is the path buildings? Here, isn't it? Yeah, like that. So you can see where green is, where paths are. You need to build a construction on a path. It makes people, I think, makes people walk quicker, but I'm not going to build them out here because that uses quite a lot of resources just doing that. Oh yeah, and the Book of Laws has a cooldown. You can't just use it all the time, which is kind of good, but also a bit annoying. So I'm going to put the cookhouse right next to it. Can we not put children on this? Apparently not. So that should be, yeah, because that's a level 1. These are level 1s. This is a level 2, I believe. So there is a difference in stuff. Wait a minute. It is here. So yeah, heating, base heating level 2, base heating level 1, that sort of stuff. So you need to watch out for those. Because depending on your ring, like later on, I believe you can upgrade your houses and stuff. So we've secured the food. So basic resources secured for now. We can try to rescue people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout the Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. We'll need to build a workshop to design plans of more advanced buildings. Right, so we got a bit of hope. We need to build a workshop, build a beacon, and rescue survivors. So wood has been depleted. We need more wood. We need... Let's send 5 workers in there. At the moment we're just keeping the children doing nothing, which is kind of happy. Workshop, it's a tier 2 again. Gonna build that there, and then we're also gonna build a road like that. So there you go, people are done building that road there. So it makes them move a bit quicker in between things. They're not trundling through the snow, which is quite nice. And then we can put, I believe it's engineers that work in here. It is. They can have 5. So it's closed during the day. But we should be able to get research now. I swear we used to get a research button. Apparently not. Fair enough. Right, so yeah, we can now do different types of research. You've got heating, and then you have to upgrade tiers to get things better. So range upgrades, generator power. There's the beacon that it's going to want us to have. Faster gathering, which is a good one to start off with because people gather things much quicker, so they're getting out of the cold easier. I'm going to go with hunter's gear for tomorrow because I want people... do I want that beacon, or do I want faster gathering? Faster gathering for tomorrow. That will keep people ticking over. So let's get some things going. You can introduce a new law. I can. Let's have a look. So I yet don't have medical apprentices, so we're going to leave that alone. I don't actually think I need to make a law, so I'm going to keep it just in case I need to use it. Research, don't need to know about the research because, hey, we're already doing research, so we can keep ourselves nice and busy. Why is it? Oh, yeah, because it's come morning. Yeah, once morning it drops down the speed again, which is one thing. Oh, we've got a... Okay, temperature's going to drop by 2 levels. Okay, we need to watch out for that. That can catch you up very quickly. And then 2 days later, no, a day later, there will be a temperature rise. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so technology will pike up there. So I knew it was somewhere. I knew I'd seen it before. Oh, what we got? Family torn apart. Sir, a woman came forward after you built a workshop. She said her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group, but she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout. Okay, that's what we'll do. After this is done, we'll build the beacon. Actually, if we can... Okay, faster gathering has been researched. I need more coal. That's the thing. That's one resource we cannot, like, saunter on. We need... so we've got faster gathering. Let's get a beacon going. We should be able to get enough of that for today. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. Work's going to stop soon. If we can grab that before night comes... I was going to try and build the beacon overnight. Alright, so... I think people are going to... I'm going to assume people are going to become ill soon. So I want to get ahead of the game. Let's build a working hut. We can get people working, and then I believe as engineers again. Yeah, I don't know why engineers work in the medical room. Like, I wouldn't want an engineer working on me. I would want a doctor, definitely, not an engineer. Right, so beacon has now been researched. Let's get hunter's gear going. So this costs resources, so you got to watch out for those as well. Tech, so we now have got beacon. So we're going to put that right next to the medical unit, just in case anyone is left over, needs to be put straight into the medics. Like, that's where you're going to see, because this thing rises up to the top so people can see it. So no longer lost in a blind. From now on, your people will always be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us in the Frostlands. So yeah, you release this into the sky, and then people will forever see you as it is the beacon. So you can send teams out, people can come to you, and you're no longer lost. Like, it'd be easier to see during the night than the day. But yeah, you know how it is. So there we go. Now we've got a beacon. We can survey the rest of our lands. There's a lost expedition over here, and there's also some gloomy caves. Okay, so let's go directly to the beacon and deploy a new unit. So I need 40 wood and 5 workers for that. Right, I have 5 engineers, no workers. Right, you currently have nothing to do. Let's put the children to work in there. And then let's send you guys out on a team. Right, so there's a lost expedition out here. Let's send that team out there. Okay, so our wood crates have just been depleted. Let us put our workers back up there. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a great feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they have done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for lost people in the Frostland. A woman came forward earlier, is among them. Thank God. Right, so we should have things going through nicely. So that hunter's gear is ready for the night. So heaters, we can turn heaters on inside our buildings, which allows us... raises them by 1 level, but consumes 1 coal per hour while running. So these are the things you've now got to start worrying about. Like, yeah, so I will be looking at things like this soon. Actually, to be honest, that's only 10 wood. That would be a good resource to have early. But I'm thinking, let's get heaters going, and then start putting stuff out. So who have we got left? We've got 10 children and 5 engineers. Come on, you guys can get out there and do some work. Then hopefully I won't be making you too cold. Yeah, that's end of work. So these guys are they're 3 hours away, so they're going to get to them about midnight, I would say. And then, yeah, so that's going to happen in a minute. Alright, so we've got about 3 days worth of coal. We're doing okay on wood and steel. Right, so we have found what we're looking for. So we might get survivors from this, so we're going to explore. Okay. So we entered the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. The choir of excited voices becomes, "Thank God you found us. We've been wandering for days until we could no longer. Soon would begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go." So we've discovered a crash site and a sturdy shelter. So let's... it will take longer and some will die, or we can escort them. Let's escort them home, shall we? Let's bring 20 people back. And we've now... So we're going to have to go to the crash site, aren't we? There might be a hell of a lot of resources for us to get from the crash site. How much food have we got? Don't know how good we are for food. Like, this is bringing in 22 a day now, so that's pretty decent. Yeah. We're going to have to start looking at other things, aren't we? So that's 50 just to upgrade. We're on 92. Yeah, we're going to have to look at that sort of stuff as well, because that's all part and parcel of it. You need to watch out on resources. So we're now down to 2 days worth of coal, just from sitting around and waiting. Right. You can disband your scouts to the beacon or send them back into the Frostlands. Alright, so I've got 35 people. Here they are all arriving. We've got 35 people that now need homes. So this is when it starts getting tricky. I'm going to need to buy... So it's heartwarming to see families reunited after so much hardship. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expedition left London long ago. They ought to have been well established by now. They surely help us with our footing. Okay, right. So I need to build 3 sets of houses. 4 sets of houses, actually. We're going to have to... And then that to that. There we go. So... Our people found a trail leading to the wilderness. You should follow it. Maybe there might be people found there. Okay. So let's send some teams out. We're going to go to the crash site. Because I think there's going to be some valuable resources, and we are so low on resources right now that we desperately need things. Too chilly inside. Okay, that's not good. What we got here? People are working on there. Let's send some workers out here. Let's send nobody out there. And then we've got 5 people left, which we can just send like that, hopefully. We should have enough homes. Right, so heaters have been researched. Right, so I need to put that on. Okay, so as you can see, temperature-wise, things have now desperately dropped. There is currently no one in the medical post, so I'm not going to... But you can see that one's too cold, people will get ill, but now it's only chilly. So we've gone down to minus 40 and everything is chilly. So there's a low risk of getting ill. So this is where we now have problems. I'm tempted to get a coal thumper. We're gonna need, that is one of the most priorities, and then wood is another priority after that. If we don't have those two, like, nothing ever gets made. Like, we'll lose resources so quickly. Mild frostbite. A citizen is gravely ill. So we've got 2 gravely ill patients. Damn. Okay, I didn't really want them to get too cold. What we got? A child got distracted at work and has been injured. The accident was not serious and happened entirely due to the child's carelessness. It's absolutely freezing. It's minus 40. Right, okay. We'll give you the day off, mate. One of our people has become gravely ill due to frostbite. This will keep happening if people work in such cold. Consider signing the radical treatment or sustain life. Radical treatment. We'll try everything to cure the gravely ill, from invasive to amputations. The gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. Hope will rise slightly. 30% of the gravely ill treated in medical posts will be left as amputees. Discontent will rise slightly. Or sustain life. We can't cure the gravely ill, but at least we can keep them alive. Oh wow. Gravely ill will be kept alive but untreated. They will take up medical beds and remain a burden. I'm gonna go radical, to be honest. People aren't gonna like it. Apparently it was a desirable law, but it was also a controversial law, so make your minds, guys. Is it controversial, or is it, you know, what you want? Alright, so we've got 3 days worth of coal at the moment. That's good. And we've got the coal thumper. Fantastic. Let's get the sawmill. Research, that's going to be another one we've got a high priority for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get... So what temperature were these? It was a building level 1. But we don't want it too close to the base, do we? That's to the cookhouse. See, because it will dump stuff and then you've got to collect from that. Is that wood out here? No, that's coal. There's wood over here. And there's wood over here. I'm thinking here. Because then I can build the wood one next to it. Yeah, let's do that. It's going to be controversial. I know it is. It's not everyone's best idea. But I can get some people out of the cold. Who's working in the cold? You're working in the freezing. I'm going to stick you there instead. And you're going to have extra workers there. And you are also going to have a heater. So, was cold, but will be chilly, I'm hoping. And let's keep them warm in there. Because that's constantly going to be running. So we've got 3 days again. And I believe we're going to need a gathering post. So I think I can build one there, and I can build one there. Okay, I can put people to work there. So I've got 20 people then collecting coal. That sounds good to me. Means I can... So I've got some... Oh, bugger, I've got 4 people. Scouts have got to the crash site. Raw food and wood. Okay, so what we got? There's plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of the expedition. Searching among the crates scattered in the snow behind the wrecks, we found bodies. They're tangled together in a single frozen mass. Wow. As if these people were trying to at least find the warmth just before they died. Yeah, okay, let's take the resources and let's come home, shall we? Or should we... There's a sturdy shelter over here, so let's go see that. We don't need the resources straight away. This requires at least 1 worker. So who's working here? No one. Who's working here? Alright, let's take you off there. So you can take 10 and you can take 10. And let's put these on warmer conditions. Right, so they're going to be cold out there, but hopefully tomorrow they should get warmer. I'm just trying not to get people gravely ill. So there's 6 gravely and 5 being treated. Okay. I'm hoping this happens. I'm hoping things happen. Oh, what's happened? Something happened. Didn't it? That's normally the sign of, like, something's happening. That was strange. Oh, I need... Oh, yeah, need people working here, but that's going to do its own little thing, innit? There we go, that's what it was. A protective mother. The mother has refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid that she'll be injured. We could look at other ways this time, but we can look the other way this time, but others might find this unfair. We won't make an exemption. Nothing will change. This child won't go to work. Hope will... One worker. I'm not going to mind. So discontent has lowered. That's fine. And hope has gone up. We now have warm places to work and chilly ones out here. So there is a low risk of getting sick out here. So at least I'm keeping you guys a little bit warm. I hope you like that a little bit. Right, so this should be collecting coal. So this is making 65 coal per hour. I can live with that. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it there for today, guys. Yeah, we've done a lot so far. Look, we've already got our first ring of our things. We're expanding out. We've got a coal thumper for one. So this is keeping it livable. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. So we can see the weather's taking one away, but building insulation and heating is doing the other. So that's pretty cool. Right, so yeah, I think we're going to leave it there for today. If you guys like this, then please do hit that like button. But if you want to see more, then please do subscribe. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye.